Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm super excited to have you on my channel. Happy New Year to you, and I'm so happy to have you back here. Okay, so today I'm going to be seeing a video titled The Truth About Living in Germany. Guys, while watching this video, if any of the thing that the person says is not true, please let me know before I get carried away with what I am seeing. Let's go right into the video and discover the truth. The truth about
When I
Germany.
landed in Germany, I remember the first thing that was kind of a shock was hopping on a train. I had never been on a train. Now it seems really normal, but I hopped on a train, went through the beautiful countrysides of Germany down to a little city called Marana. And I
Okay.
remember being kind of shocked at how small it was and that we had a car. And then there were little tiny things that were shocking to me. I mean, just for the fun of saying what they were, there was like a light switch. They're not light switches, they're kind of like light pads. So you hit a whole entire pad. Or the pillows, they're not rectangle, they're squares. And
Really?
they're windows. They don't open up and down or side to side. They tip in and out, and they open kind of like a door.
Wow.
So there was a lot of little differences like that. They have, I mean, our apartment had our washer and dryer in the kitchen,
Wow.
and then I thought that was just our apartment, and then I realized a lot of
The thing is, I would say that every continent, every country, there's usually something unique about them. Like, most times, you should not expect to see the same thing you have. Like, you should not expect to see the same thing you have in America, in Germany, or in another part of the world. Places are unique. They have something that they have a particular thing that makes them stand out, that makes them to be different. I don't know if you understand what I am saying. Yeah. Let's get right back into the video. I am enjoying this already.
a lot of apartments are like that. So those were little tiny things, but nothing
Okay.
big. My favorite food in Germany is just schnitzel and rotkohl. Rotkohl is just red cabbage, and they would have Kluse. So that's basically it looks like a potato, but it's not. It's just a dumpling. I guess that's what it is in English. And and that was my favorite. Was when we just had schnitzel, rotkohl, and Kluse. I also really liked rouladen, which was just meat rolled up in, and they'd marinate it, and it just tasted really good. I liked their meat. Simply said. I really learned to like red cabbage, which I disliked. I also liked sauerkraut. Didn't like that either. So, but by the end, I pretty much liked anything they put in front of me. The weather in Germany is similar to here in Utah. I mean, the hots are a little bit hotter and the colds are a little bit colder due to the humidity. I really like their traditions that revolve around music and the traditions that revolve around Christmas. They start Christmas at the very beginning of December, and they have the Advent site, which is
Really?
the time of the Advent, and they have these Advent calendars and they have Advent wreaths, and they celebrate each Sunday prior to the Christmas morning. And that's a tradition that I would want to hold up for the rest of my life with my family. And another tradition that I found interesting was they open their gifts on Christmas Eve,
Wow.
which is interesting to me. I always thought you do it Christmas morning, but Germans are a little bit different that way. Let's see. Another cultural thing about Germany is the public transportation. So you don't see as many cars in cities, and the roads aren't very wide because they all take public transportation. It was interesting because I spent majority on the east side, where which was under communist rule, where the DDR was these last not too long ago. And so we met a lot of people who were communists. I never thought that I would become friends with a bunch of communists. It just never crossed my mind as an American, but it ended up being wonderful. I had a lot of friends that had a lot of different political views that I had never really viewed before. I learned to respect other people's opinions a lot more,
Yeah.
to not be so hasty to judging. And I realized that the ideals of communism can be appealing. I mean, maybe I shouldn't categorize them all as communists. A lot of them were just socialists and had more of those communistic ideals. But it was still an eye-opener to me when I started making friends with people with other political perspectives. If you're wanting to learn German, the key to speaking any language, I think, is just speaking it constantly.
Yes,
And
exactly.
you can do it. I didn't think I was going to be able to learn a language, but I got a lot of support from my siblings who would write me letters saying, "Oh, you can try something more like this, try something like that." For example, my sister, she plays the piano, so she kept telling me to continue to study and memorize the charts of the German language, which tell you der, die, and das, so the masculine, feminine, and neuter cases, and when it's
Okay.
going to be nominative, dative, genitive, things like that. And you memorize these endings, and she compared those to a scale, like when you're learning the piano. And so she said, just keep memorizing those. And that proved to be really beneficial. Also, in learning German, the first thing I learned is was bedeutet. So what
Okay.
does this word mean? So you'd say was bedeutet house, and then they'd say in English house. So that makes it so
Okay.
you can continue a conversation just by asking
That's
somebody,
it.
what does that word mean, and then they can answer that. And then the second sentence I learned was wie sagt man. Wie sagt man means how do you say tree? So wie sagt man tree, and then they'd say Baum. So those two sentences were the first things I learned in German. And then from there, if you're stranded on the street, you have to speak, you can always struggle to put a sentence together. But really, in the end, learning the language wasn't the issue. After about 4 months, it was no longer an issue. I just woke up, studied the language, and it just came pretty naturally.
One thing I would like to understand is I want you guys to answer me in the comment section, okay? In this part of the world, in this part of Africa where I reside, there's is lingua franca. There's a lingua franca, and it's English language. So I'd like to know: is there no general language that is in Germany that everybody in Germany understands? Take for instance now, English language is like a general language that is spoken all over the country. Anywhere you go, anywhere, anybody that comes in, you can easily speak English language to somebody, and the person will understand. So my question now is there no general language in Germany? I'm not saying it should be English language or French or whatsoever, okay? But is there a general language in Germany, like or a general German language that everybody understands? Or the different parts, I'm sure that the different parts of the country must have their own languages, yeah. But is there still a general language that, even though you come from North Germany, you come from East Germany, you come from Southern Germany, or you come from Western Germany, you understand this particular language? Let me know that in the comment section. Anyways, guys, I'm really loving the German culture, and yeah, German culture is spectacular. It's amazing. Okay, you guys are unique. I must say that you guys are really, really unique, and it's becoming more interesting for me, okay? And I'm enjoying all of this. Thank you so much for the support and the like on my videos. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give the video a thumbs up. Even though you don't enjoy it, even though you don't enjoy this ugly girl, like some of you call me, please give this video a thumbs up. Comment, share, and subscribe to my channel, and see you right in my next video. Bye.